Evening everyone, happy Sunday, welcome to another live stream. Tonight we are going to look at Bitcoin. Is it on the verge of a massive breakout to the upside and into price discovery? I certainly think it could be. We could be days away from a new all-time high on Bitcoin. Could break the 4-year cycle, could happen in the coming days before the halving, and could pretty much blow every single model we have out the water. So we're going to cover that. We're going to have a look at what is going on with altcoins. We're going to look at some TA, some charts, and some trades. We're definitely going to look at the curve trade that Deck put in CC Pro. If you're not in CC Pro, you might be missing out on that. We will cover that tonight. And we're going to look at some other trades. CC Pro members will know we have a number of copy trades open right now. So yeah, loads to cover. Drop any altcoins in the chat that you want us to have a look at and we'll get through the chat. But it looks like it's hype tonight. Loads in the chat already. Evening everyone, evening troops. Can see a lot of CC Pro members, which is good to see. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. This is obviously the weekly candle about to close in 3 hours from now. We are up another 21% in the last week. Obviously February was one of the biggest months of all time for Bitcoin. So a huge week to end the month and start March. And a few interesting things on the daily, which we'll get to as well. How about if you drop in the chat, do you think we'll see an all-time high this week? I actually tweeted out earlier my short-term price prediction, which I'll maybe give you in a wee while. I tweeted it from my account, so you won't see it on the CC Pro account. But yeah, let's see. Will we have an all-time high this week? Let's see what the chat is saying. Some interesting coins coming in. Nice. Yeah, we'll definitely get to the CRV swing trade. I know a lot of CC Pro members are in that. And we are certainly in it. Deck's taking it. I'm also in it in a long with a bit of leverage as well. Let's see what's happened here. There we go. There we go. I think we lost the music for a second, but I think it should be back. Okay, so let's have a look at Bitcoin on the daily, and we will get to where we think price can go in the next few days. So Bitcoin's kind of been doing this all year. We've seen a massive run up, then a slow grind, big run up, another slow grind, and it's just been doing it basically since the bottom that was formed last year, just before Q4 kicked off. So let's have a look at what happens. So these are typically called bear or bull flags. So if you look at this one, for example, measured move up to here, then it chops sideways. And what we can see is if we put this here from the breakout, it pretty much leads to the next bear flag. If you look here, you can see that's then the bottom of this bear flag. And this has happened time and time again throughout the last probably 4 or 5 months. Even if we look here, you can see chop, chop, chop. If we put this probably around here, you can see, yeah, it takes us into the next one. There was another example I'll just show you. So this one here probably broke out around here to the next leg up, and again it takes us into the next bull flag. So if that were to happen again, which we've kind of had this giant run up here, if we broke out of this move, then you're looking at $73,800 as a topside target if this is going to play out as a bull flag, which it looks like it's forming right now. So a big run up, chop sideways, and then another run up, which looks pretty spot on, to be honest. It looks like it's coming. Would definitely look like a new all-time high is coming very soon, and Bitcoin looks unstoppable right now. Let's have a look at some altcoins. Let's start with Ethereum, looking really healthy today. We did have this bit of drop down during the night, this here, I think it was over the weekend, and then we had another big drop about 4 AM last night. You'll see it with some of the altcoins, but for me, Ethereum looks like it's ready to go again. It's chopped up here, tested this area as support, and if we zoom out, you can see there's not a lot above for Ethereum except this level here around 3,950, and then all-time highs. So next target for Ethereum looks like 3,950, and then from there we are off to all-time highs, and we all know what happens if Ethereum breaks all-time highs. Altcoins go insane. We will see a massive altcoin rally. Some people, if this is the first time you've experienced it, are probably thinking we've already had a massive altcoin rally, but once you start seeing altcoins do 20, 30, 40, 50% in days, then you know you're in a proper alt season, and I think we could be getting close to that if Ethereum starts achieving this higher target here. And there's no reason why Ethereum couldn't break $5,000 before the halving in April. Halving's about 18th April. Let's look at XRP. Probably doing very little. It's actually performing pretty well. We are in a long on XRP because it seems to have broken out of this mini downtrend it was in from November. It's kind of just chopped downwards. It's not really done anything with the market. So if you are a CC Pro member and you're in the copy trading, you'll know that we have some XRP longs open. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see, where do we start? Let's go right back up. Yeah, we'll get to Curve. It is definitely something we'll cover. Got a few other trades as well. DMTR's had a very big week. It's looking good. thoughts on DMTR? Yeah, let's have a look at, to be honest, it is having a nice couple of weeks. So look, so we are up 27% this week, but it's got this big wick, which you'll see with a lot of altcoins. They've had big wick up and then drop back down. I think this will fill this in the next week or so, and you can see it's kind of in line with this last one, which it filled and then went and mooned. So for me, short term DMTR is probably headed to 0.08, so about 8.5 cents is probably short term target for DMTR, and I think it's got a mad all-time high, which I'm not convinced it'll ever get back to this bull run. I think this was just like a bit of a scam launch wick, so I wouldn't even be looking at that target. I'd be looking somewhere around here as the top side, so maybe $3, $3.25 maybe, which is still what, about 60x from where it is right now, and from the bottom over 100x. So huge upside for DMTR. I know there's a lot of people that hold it. Let's see what else. Flame, we'll get to Flame. MV and Dot. Yeah, let's have a look at MV. MV is coiling up. It's actually made quite a nice move in the last few days. We posted this chart in CC Pro just to show that it is in kind of sideways accumulation, but as soon as we start breaking these levels here, this one here being quite a big one, then MV will pump, and as you can see, it moves fast when it does break out. So yeah, feeling very bullish on MV. I think they've got a lot coming as well, from what I know about the project, what I've saw. They've got some decent partnerships, and Web3 gaming seemed to have been the hype a couple of weeks ago. It seems to have cooled off for a bit, but I know there's a lot of big things in the Web3 space coming in March, so MV could do very well, and it's probably lagged behind the market. And sometimes when you see that, it just means that the move is going to be explosive. It takes a bit longer to accumulate, and then when it does explode higher, it'll do like a 30% day, and everybody doubting it, or everybody that's sold getting frustrated. It'll just look silly. So yeah, I can see it filling this wick in the next couple of weeks. Wouldn't surprise me. On a weekly time frame, it's just kind of steadily going about its business. Some big MV holders in tonight, I would imagine. So let's have a look. If you're not a member of CC Pro, then you have missed out on, can't even tell you how many gains over the last 12 months. We have been constant. Every single day we show up with analysis, with charts, live streams, podcasts, everything you need to be a successful investor in crypto. And our members are testimony to it. We launched a seed round which done 5x on the day it launched, and yeah, you've missed out, so stop missing out. Today is the day to get involved. Let's have a look through some of those requests. I see Cardano's just came in, and Algorand, so let's have a look at them. Basically every coin I think has been mentioned so far, so let's crack on. Cardano, let's zoom out. We've traded Cardano since this breakout here in October. So Q4 last year was an amazing time for trading alts. Had a bit of cool off in January, and we are back. So this was the downtrend from June 2022 on Cardano. Trended down, bounced off this support nicely. We traded it once it broke out of this range here. It got stopped by the 3-day 200 moving average, but a bull flag here, and then when it broke, you can see this explosive move, and our target from the downtrend was 0.6878, and it smacked off it, missed it by a couple of inches there, a couple of cents, dropped back down, but then smacked off at the last few days. And look at today. It has tested that level as support. Beautiful, beautiful wick. So for me, Cardano's going much higher. We are long Cardano, and for me, the next target is around the 117 level, which if you look back, you can see it was a major support back in the bear market in 2022. So yeah, I think Cardano's just getting going, and it's a sign of strength that something with a big market cap like Cardano is starting to make these big moves. Just shows the amount of capital flowing into the altcoin market. So that's Cardano. Litecoin done a very similar back test today with a nice wick. So yeah, it looked like a bit of shakeout this morning. Looked like there was a bit of smart money manipulation. So I think everyone was probably mega long on alts, and this morning's shakeout was just to scare everybody out before we see a Sunday night move in alts. And you can see this daily candle kind of shows that. Wick down, and buyers just gobbled up the price and got it back up to a decent level. Let's look at Algo. So Algorand is doing pretty well, to be fair. You can see every alt pretty much went through the same accumulation phase. Drop down, have a bit of high, and then drop down, and then bottom out. Accumulation, up, back to test this as support, which was also the bottom here. And then we are off, broken above the 3-day 200 moving average. So Algorand's probably going to move up to around 30 cents in the next few days. But this is what I love about altcoins. Once Algorand clears 42 cents, there is literally no resistance until you get to 67. So what's that as a move? That's a 60% move. So if you trade that with 10x leverage, that's 600% gains. And it's pretty much clear as day that that's what's going to go on. That's the beauty of TA. Once you start painting a picture, it's so easy. Now, obviously, it's not going to go straight up. It's going to chop around. But ultimately, once it breaks this level here, then you are looking at a massive move up to 68 cents, and that I'm pretty confident that's going to play out for Algorand. Topside target, I mean, you'd be definitely looking for it to break its 238 recent high. So was that's the last bull run. This wick here I wouldn't really care too much about, but definitely 238, 239 topside target. Anything above that is kind of just a bonus. It'll go on to new all-time highs. Pretty confident in that, but that would be where I would look to take most of my profits. Right, let's have a look at CRV, because everyone is asking about CRV. So let's have a look. Before we get to that, anyone that's on stream that isn't a CC Pro member, swing trades is just another example of things we bring. So swing trades, Deck's done a few of them recently. Did one with LimeWire, with Flocky, where we just put a bit of lump sum in a coin based on charts, based on price action, and aim to triple it or quadruple it over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, depending on how long it takes to play out. There's no real time limit on them, and we've done it with LimeWire. I can't remember the results, but it was huge. I think Flocky 10x, and we have decided to take CRV, which is Curve Finance, and take a swing trade on that. I think Deck put 4k in, and we're looking for between 12 and 16k profit from that move. So we reckon 300 to 400% move. So let's have a look at why we did that. So as you can see, playing out the exact same patterns as pretty much all the altcoins, except the important thing is CRV is lagging way behind the market. So we've not had that massive explosive move. Let's have a look at a good example. So Filecoin, this is what typically happens when it breaks out its downtrend. You get a spike up, come back to test it, and then look at this. If you just traded Filecoin from the breakout here and had your stop loss down somewhere around here, look at that. That is literally perfect, and you are up over 103%, 10x, 1000%. So that's what most altcoins are doing. However, CRV's not done that yet. We have literally just got the breakout. So I'm expecting, and like I said, we are long this in our copy trading. Let me find it. Literally lost. They change the menus in this all the time, but path. So I'm expecting CRV to do something like this. Come back down, maybe back even as low as here, and then that's when we get this move. That wouldn't surprise me, and that's what nearly all altcoins have done since they broke their downtrend. Now you could probably draw this back to here and say it's more like something like that, but this one looks more accurate. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for CRV, and that would give us a move of, that would be 125% just to there. That would be the target of this breakout. But as you've saw with most altcoins, once they go past that, they bounce up, test it, and look at the lack of, once again, no resistance really until we get to 191. So, which is over a 3x from here. And once again, another perfect back test this morning. So all these wicks that we're seeing on the charts happened about 4 AM this morning. And look, just back tested this area of support. Look left. Support way back, when was that? June. Keep going. Back support in June 2022. So that's how you know it's market manipulation. That's how you know that it's like a shakeout, is because these wicks hit exactly on key points in time. So for me, CRV is just getting going. Let me check on the long trade actually. I can't show it on screen because it just kills the stream. So yeah, we're up on our long 11.5%, but we're probably going to hold that for a long time until we hit 300% or something like that. And it's also quite a big position as well. So yeah. So that is CRV. That's why we took this trade, lagging behind the market on the 3-day. We've still got the 3-day moving average to tackle as well, which every other altcoin's pretty much broke. So once again, just shows you, if we get a breakout of Bitcoin, CRV is likely to go very high, very fast. And one of the other reasons for that is anyone in the market that trades will look for opportunities like this. So as the market starts getting frothy again in the next few days, Bitcoin starts moving again, people will seek out these types of opportunities, and then that just creates a wave of investment into the ones that have lagged behind, and then that causes that massive rally. So could do very well. Obviously nothing is financial advice, and yeah, but if you're not in CC Pro, this is just another example of what you're missing out on. UOS, that was the one that Deck done 2 swing trades on UOS. So yeah, loads of swing trades, loads of leverage trades, copy trades, and of course seed rounds, which have been massive recently. Let's see what other coins have been requested in the chat. Thoughts on Casta? Chart-wise, Casta... Yeah, look, you can actually see it's pretty much done the exact same thing. So there's no lines on this chart. It's not really a good trend line. Let's zoom out though. So you can see this is exactly what all the altcoins have done. So they've came down and they've just chopped around, and then once they start moving, once they break out of this accumulation zone, I think Deck shared a really good chart. I'll try and draw it on Bitcoin shortly. So this is like an accumulation phase here, where it's just trading sideways. So how long was that? So you had 213 days. So what's that? 7 months of accumulation at the bottom for Casta. And then when it broke out, I'll probably say there. Look at this. This is perfect. So you came down, and this was pretty much when it entered the accumulation phase. So you had 7 months of just sideways action for Casta. It broke out, came back, tested that accumulation top or entry as support, and now we're just working our way up. 3-day moving average has been broken and back tested, so Casta looks like it could get going pretty quickly. And once it clears 0.037, then you're pretty much looking at 0.06, so almost double, and then after that it's just vertical. This is where you want to get to. Once you break 9 cents on Casta, it's just going to fly. So what's that move there? There you go. There's a 100% move. Casta breaks 9 cents. It'll probably do a 100% move up to 17 very quickly. So yeah, Casta's looking good. One of the reasons we picked Casta for the basket as well is Casta has the backing of Moon Carl. If you don't know who Moon Carl is, he's got about 1 million Twitter followers. Just loads and loads of followers, loads of hype, loads of clickbait stuff that he puts out, but it works really well for retail. He does content really well, and it attracts loads of retail investors. So once the retail FOMO starts coming out of the market, I expect Casta to do well, and I expect him to start making content again. But right now, it's it's just starting to break out. Look, Opulus, Mikey's got an echo in the chat. So Opulus, let's have a look. So this is a 3-day chart. Opulus looks like it could come back down and test 10 cents. And by the way, if it does that, I would be tempted to top up, although I started buying at 4 cents. Anyone should know that we released Opulus as a gem 17th of January. Where was that? Just here. So not a bit lower. So yeah, here we released Opulus as a gem. So despite it pumping, coming back, correcting, and whatever it's doing, we're still up 140% from the start. But Opulus looks like it could have a huge year. It's still technically an accumulation. Still kind of in this sideways chop. It's not really done much. Like if we draw on our accumulation phase, you'd probably say Opulus is still in this accumulation phase until it breaks 24 cents. But again, this is why I get so excited by some altcoins. Once we clear 32, then Opulus is going to go to 78 very quickly, and then after that you've just got nothing, no resistance until 183. So if you bought it 4 cents and you're looking at 183, huge move. And everyone will know Opulus has a topside target of, I think it's about 780 or something like that. So there's 591 there, but 799 was the top on the wick. But more importantly than that, Opulus actually has a really good utility. It's got big partnerships coming, and it's got other utilities other than just the real world assets. It's got a bit of DeFi in there, staking, so they seem to be capturing a big audience. So yeah, Opulus still kind of in this range. Be good to see it break that in the next few weeks. But one of the things we actually always talk about is the Opulus team are just continuously building, releasing updates, and that's despite the price action and without price action. So all those updates, all those developments, once that clicks into gear, that's when price starts moving very fast, because people are actually waking up to it. And the long-term holders have been holding since 4 cents. Let's have a look through the chat. There's that many calls. I'm just trying to see if there's any other coins. I think somebody mentioned DOT earlier. We'll have a look at DOT. We'll have a look back at Bitcoin in a minute, see what's going on there. Cardano, we've covered. Everybody's loving Opulus. Let's have a look at DOT. So, we actually traded this as a copy trade when it broke this level, but we took profits a few days ago. It looks like if we break this level, let's have a look on the weekly. Weekly looks very bullish. Yeah, if we get a break here, maybe not even there. Let's see what that is on the 3-day.
I'll do what I want.
Yeah. Break here, 1070, easy. Easy 10% move. And bear in mind that this is a bigger, more established coin, but break that level, there's not a lot until 13. You can see it broke this downtrend and then literally formed another one just here. Look at that. You can literally trade these so easily. And the target for this move is always the top of the start of the downtrend, which was a 40% move, and look, slapped off it, and not even after that long. So it broke the downtrend, and within 25 days you had that huge 40% move. So 10x leverage, that's 400%. Not bad in 25 days. One of the other coins we've traded a lot recently, in fact there's a few. Look at this range that it's been in. In fact, is there a better chart? Nah, I think this will be fine. So, we had this run up massively. So this is injective. So we had this massive run up, trade sideways in a range, and then we put in a low, another low, a higher low, and we're just trying to break out this range. We came back and tested this level, which is also the lows from here, the highs from here this morning. And I think if we break this, then I think we could see some massive moves. Let's use fibs to plot where we think this could go. So down to the low. So the top side target would be 82.44 on injective if we break this range. Short term target though for me, and we've been trading it basically since here for the last week or so in our copy trading. Top side target for me, probably on a leverage basis, would be 56, and I think we could get there probably in the next week if we get this breakout and sustained breakout as well, because as you can see we broke out but just dropped back. So yeah, it's coiling up nicely. Saw some meme coins pop off as well. The elephant in the room, Borg. I'm sure we've got a copy trade open on Link actually. So Chainlink, I've got loads coming as well. I think Chainlink's going to have a very bullish bull market. But look, it's another just prime example. Accumulation phase, once it breaks that, it's just out of here. And Bitcoin done the exact same thing. And then it had another one, so it broke out, had another one, broke out of that. But I think this one's going to be shorter. I would imagine, let's see, let me check. I'm sure we've got a trade open for Chainlink. Yeah, we're up about 8.5% so far. It's not bad, but it does look on the weekly like it's about to break out. So it's chopped around. If it closes, see there's a bit of resistance around here. So it needs to try and break this level here. So yeah, we need a break above here, and then probably going to go to 27. I think 32 as well is a target I had somewhere. So yeah, probably 32 is the target for Chainlink once it breaks this level here. But everything's looking like it's on the verge of massive breakouts, and it's all been led by the altcoin market. So let's have a look at the total 2, and we'll have a look at Bitcoin dominance. So, not to harp on about it, but we have spoke about this is prime Wyckoff accumulation. We told all members, we've told every stream we've been on, that as soon as we broke this level, we'll coil up, and as soon as we broke that little accumulation zone, we were going to absolutely blast. And we did. Smashed our target of 941 or 940 billion, and we just kept going. So the altcoin market currently stands at $1 trillion. So total 2 is just the entire crypto market take out Bitcoin, and it's kind of just at a bit of a resistance here. You can see it was a major support back in the peak of the bull run, September 2021. If it breaks that, we are off to the races, and some altcoins will properly fly at that. And you've got to think the reason for that is $1 trillion is making a statement. You know, in traditional finance, $1 trillion is like a benchmark of success. So the fact that the altcoin market has retrieved that level, people are going to start taking notice of altcoin market and probably starting to take profit on their Bitcoin trades as well, because we're up so high before the halving. Nice to see Bitcoin dominance starting to drop down. We really need that to start plummeting below 50%. If we get that move, then altcoins will go crazy. Let's have a look at FTM. I think that's Luke. Is that Luke? Potentially. So yeah, does it FTM? The problem with FTM is it just moves so violently all the time. So trading it can be quite difficult. You see there's so many scam wicks on FTM, they're everywhere. So that's the only problem with Phantom. Like Phantom just can wipe out leverage trades. So you could trade it as a swing trade, but it's already up so much that do you want to trade something that just over a week ago it's up 51% in the last week? So do you really want to enter a swing trade on something like that? Probably not. But it does look like it's on the verge of a breakout. It's still got to hit its downtrend target of 65 cents, which it looks like it's going to easily achieve in the next few days, which just so happens to tie up with this bottom here. There was support back in May 2022. Then after that, it's really 108 is the target. So yeah, nice upside targets from here, but like I say, you do have to be careful with stuff like this because there's one there, even this morning obviously, this one here just wipes out trades. So if you're using leverage, you need to be careful with certain coins because they move quite violently and can just wipe out your stop loss. And what would normally happen is you would get this move and then you'd get this wick down and then it would pump after hitting your stop loss. So you need to give it a wide stop loss. Hadera, let's have a look. Hadera looks pretty nice. It looks like it's coiling up. It actually looks very similar to the total 2 chart that we just showed. So we've got breakdown into accumulation zone. Hopefully you can see this because it's quite zoomed out. Let's see if 3-day chart doesn't show it as well, but break into accumulation, break out of this accumulation zone. Break out of this zone here, and it's just hovering about, just coiling up. Bet on the daily it looks more, yeah, look at that, it's just coiling up. Hadera looks primed for a big move, and that big move is likely to take it maybe around 16 cents and then 19. In fact, just to show you as we put our money where our mouth is, let's take a little Hadera copy trade right now. So if you are in CC Pro and you're in copy trading, you should get an alert on your phone in 2 seconds just to show you. In fact, we'll take 2. And the reason we take 2 is so that we can close. It doesn't let you trim profits on copy trading. So we take 2 so that once we get up probably around 13 cents, we will take some profit on that trade. We'll close it out because that'll be a nice, what's that, 18% move, but I think it's 10x leverage. Yeah, so that'll be 180% profit. So we'll take that trade. Obviously not financial advice, so if you do follow us, you have to be careful. But yeah, it looks like it's coiling up, so this is how I would trade it, just as an example. So enter the trade here. Stop loss I would put just down here, so that's just below these previous highs, just so that you don't get caught out with scam wicks. I quite like a wide stop loss because I'm not really expecting it to get hit, so I can stomach the red, and you have to be prepared for that. And then your take profit level can be up here if you want, or if you want to just get in and out, you can set it here about 16 cents, just shy of 16 cents. Trading obviously extremely risky, and you have to be prepared to stomach the losses, stomach the red, because in the whole point is you're not going to be successful every single time. You're going to be successful in the long term. So if you trade and you lose 1 or 2 trades, that's to be expected. You don't win 100%. No trader wins 100%. If they do, they're lying. We've got a 65% win record on our copy trading, which is pretty decent. I'll take that. So you just have to be comfortable just looking at your phone and seeing red, because most trades don't just move up as minute you take it. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see what else is happening. Gregor's got like a basket. So we've already covered Filecoin. Filecoin looks very good. Thoughts on recent narratives? Right, we'll have a look at. Let's have a look at LimeWire, and then we'll have a look at XLM because it looks good as well. So LimeWire. So anyone in the basket knows, I think we entered, let's just take the basket LimeWire, because we've been talking to members about LimeWire since it launched, since literally day one. But I think it was down here. In fact, it was the 23rd of August that we launched the basket. So here, so LimeWire was 6 cents, and we took profit on that at 85 cents last week. So we were up almost 1300% on LimeWire. So we took profit, we put 5 grand into the basket, we put $500 into LimeWire, and we were able to sell 5 grand's worth of LimeWire. So the basket is now completely risk-free. Everything we make on top of the basket now is pure profit. So we took profit up at here, and look at the timing. What are we down since we took it? 21%, 21.5%. So yeah, was that a good timing, or CC Pro dumped the price? I'll let you make your mind up about that. But 1300% gains since August allows us to take 5 grand profit. We've still got a wee bit of LimeWire in the basket, which we'll just let run now. And we've secured our initial investment across 10 coins just from 1 profit taken. So massive move from LimeWire. Can it go higher? Of course. LimeWire is going to do very well in the bull run. It's got brand appeal. It's got loads of partnerships lined up, and retail FOMO will probably buy stuff that it's aware of, like LimeWire. So it can go on to massive things. It actually looks like it could find support around here. So it could be ready to go again. Another leg up. But kind of, that's us done with it. You'll hear the phrase, don't be married to your investments. And that's the same with, it doesn't matter when you take profit. When it hits a goal of yours, you just take profit. Don't be married to your investment. Don't hold it because somebody somewhere says it can go higher. When it hits your goal, you take profit, you get out, and you move on. If you don't know what the basket is, it is our attempt to turn $5,000 into $100,000. There's no time scale, but obviously in the bull run. So we've already pulled out 5 grand. So we've still got holdings in 10 coins. We put $500 into 10 coins. We've still got all 10 coins in the basket, but we've pulled 5 grand of profit out. So everything now is risk-free, pure profit. Let's have a look at Borg actually, because I've kind of ignored it because the chart's terrible. I mean, this is why we don't chart it. There's not enough data, but in the last week it's up 35%. We've been literally talking about Borg for forever, but one of the things we've been saying recently is once it breaks out, it'll keep going. It's like a steam train. It's just going to keep going, and we're kind of seeing that now. It was down here, and even when the bad news, there was some negative news about Genesis members, we said keep buying. It's a great time to buy. And I think since that news broke, I think it was down here. Yeah, it was about 16 cents, and Borg is currently up from there 67%. So huge move. Let's have a look. Let's see what else is happening in the chat. Let's have a look back at Bitcoin. Let's see what's happening. If we broke 63k now? No. So many coins just retraced today, getting ready for a potentially big Sunday night pump. Ethereum Classic has probably been one of our best traded coins recently. In copy trading, just because it's so easy to trade. Illuvium, I don't think there's a chart for Illuvium. I can't imagine there is. Yeah, I suppose there is. Crypto.com. Is this even the right? Yeah, let's have a look at Binance. Can have a look at it. Yeah, once again, looks like it's in this kind of accumulation phase here. Breaks this level here around 120, 122. If it gets a close above that on the daily or weekly, then yeah, you're looking like a lot of upside. Not one, I don't think you can trade. I'm pretty sure you can't trade it with leverage. But yeah, it looks like there's decent upside potential. 115% move if it breaks this range. So yeah, it looks decent. Not one that you can trade on many places. So Logan, did you see TMG dropped an Alvara video? I didn't see it, to be fair. It doesn't surprise me. The Alvara team are going hard on promo. Alvara drops on Uniswap tomorrow. If you don't know what Alvara is, check it out. There's loads on X about Alvara. We were able to offer Alvara as seed round to CC Pro members exclusively last week. And yeah, we are buzzing for what Alvara can do. So interested to see that they're getting some members to or some big influencers to do promo. I'll need to check it out, to be fair. Yeah, I'll check it out actually. Let me make a note of that. I'll check it out after this stream. But Alvara's hugely anticipated. I think it'll do very well in the crypto space. It's got an amazing use case, utility, and of course we got it at seed round, so we are absolutely buzzing about that, offering our members the cheapest possible price to buy projects. Beam. I don't actually have this chart because it's migrated, hasn't it? So I don't think there's much. So do you mean Moonbeam, or because there's not really a chart for just Beam? So Moonbeam seems to be doing pretty well. Members will know we stake ours on Swissborg, sorry, and you can earn a decent yield on your Moonbeam coins. Yeah, it's merged, hasn't it? Avalanche. Yeah, we'll look at Rond in a second. Yeah, I just don't think there's any chart for it. Because this should have ended. Yeah. So, chart's pretty much pointless. Let's have a look at Avalanche. Avalanche looks nice. See, this is what you want to look at. If you're not any trading, that's fine. Nobody needs to be. It's not a prerequisite, but look how nice this is. This is its accumulation phase. So once it breaks out, if you miss this trade, that's fine. Comes back and tests it. One easy trade that was. 37% move. Back test of the accumulation zone. Perfect. You bought Avalanche at $5. Nice buy. Was that must have been pre, so you must have held it for a long time. So when was that? Back in 2020? So you're up 740% so far. Nice. Did you hold all through this, or did you actually sell out during 2021? Ross, amazing question. Yes, Inspect is going to have a huge bull run because it's a class project. Can't really chart it, just accumulating now, but quality project. Look at this. Again, I don't think you can trade OCC. $9, not $5. Oh, sorry, thought I said 5. That's a shame. Well, $9 is still class, to be fair. OCC looks like it's broken the range, tested as support today. Thing is, this is what's hilarious. These drawings on these charts just sit on the chart for weeks and weeks on end. And the range was here, and this morning, what is going on with OCC? But look, back tested it beautifully in the last couple of days. Back tested the range it just broke out of, and looks like it's trying to have a bit of a massive pump. It's already had a huge wick. So yeah, OCC looks very bullish. Rond's doing okay actually. Rond had a bit of a slow start to the year, but seems to have bounced from this low here. We're still below here, so I'd like it to reclaim this level here, and then it can start building from there. But the thing with Rond is, Rond has literally no resistance until 9 cents, so which is what, a 30x from here. So once it moves, it'll move very quickly, and it'll probably be tied with MV doing well. We saw MV lagging behind. Rond and MV are tied together, so if MV's lagging, Rond's just going to lag even harder behind it. So it's to be expected if MV starts really getting moving, you know, starts getting up towards the 10 cents level, then expect Rond to start breaking these levels. And like I say, it's going to be a 30x before it hits any significant resistances. So not a bad little move. Flame, another one of our gems. Flame's actually been doing very well recently. Everybody should be in profit on Flame quite significantly. Can't remember, did we launch it in February? I think this was us here. You can always tell because there's a big green candle. So yeah, so if you bought when we said we were going to buy it 117% up in profit. So yeah, still chopping sideways. Another one that's still slow to get going. You can see it's broken out of this kind of wedge pattern. I think somebody actually told me this. I hadn't spotted it because I didn't really chart small altcoins. I only really chart stuff that I can trade. So you can see it's kind of been in this down wedge since, or descending wedge since December. Looks like it's broken out. Target is 7 cents. We could see pretty quickly, to be fair. These things move quite quick. And you can see it back tested this level of support as well. So broke out and tested the support. Very bullish. So I would imagine we'll do 6 cents quite quickly and then up to the target, which is about 7 cents. Shout out to whoever in Alpha sent me this, because it's a nice little trade pattern. To be fair, Gregor, that is absolute true. We launched Flame on the 6th of February. Look, where was it? I had it a minute ago. Yeah, so we announced that we were buying Flame as a 100x potential gem, and look what it did in day one. It did 83%, but actually it wicked up as high as 200%, and then people were taking profit because it was literally in the same afternoon. So that is literally how you tell when we launched. Opulus is the same. Gem. Let's go back to Opulus. It was the 17th of January. It was over a weekend, so it was slightly different. And it was our first one in a while. But look, literally over the next few days it done 85% move, but it went on to, and this was when the market was dead. Like, this was, Bitcoin was what, $16,000 to $18,000. The market was trash. It was like a month after the bottom. Nobody was interested in crypto. It was the worst time, and Opulus done nearly 600% move over the next few days. But look at where Bitcoin was back then. Let's go back to the 17th of January. If only we could actually go back and buy. Yeah, look. Where's Bitcoin? Maybe a bit higher than I expected. Yeah. Bitcoin was $20,000. So the market is completely different from then. And remember, sentiment around here was just trash. Everybody was hating on crypto. There's so much bad news, so many bad headlines, that we came out and were like, here's a coin you've never heard of, but we think it's going to do at least 100x. And people were like, and we done 600% gains. What's Bitcoin up to? Weekly candle close will be the highest weekly candle close since November 2021. February's monthly candle close was just shy of the highest ever, but if we closed March, obviously we're 3 days in, so still a while to say, but we are currently breaking the highest monthly candle. Let's check XLM, and then in fact, we'll put the XLM chart on the screen. Somebody asked about Vemp. So we've got a full project breakdown on Vemp in CC Pro. If you don't know Vemp is the coin attached to Vemp Studios, which is the team behind Antara and Alvara, which we have released recently as seed rounds to members. So yeah, the Vemp coin, I think it's down. I don't think you can chart it much. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's see if the Q coin. On Q coin, it's only in USDC as well, which is really annoying. But it's down massively from its all-time high. But expect, if they keep bringing projects like that, then I would expect them to do very, very well in a bull run. I actually hold some, just because when you get a team that's bringing new projects like Alvara and Antara, I've got a small amount of that. XLM, so this was kind of the pattern we were looking at for the past while. We've traded XLM. I think if we get a break above 13 cents in the next couple of days, then I expect big things for XLM. Stellar Lumens, which moves similar as XRP, but kind of, it's just the communities are mad. But yeah, this is a topside target for me, 17.5 cents from this breakout. So yeah, Matt, we've already covered them. Deck, where can you buy Alvara on launch? It's launching on Uniswap tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow at 2 PM UK time, you can buy Alvara on Uniswap. CRO seems to be breaking out after doing nothing for a while as well, which I'm surprised at, but what a move from Filecoin. Up 14% today when the market woo as well. Look at this. Could go into price discovery soon. So Bitcoin kind of consolidating on the daily time frame. Every time we've done this recently, it's been very bullish, and it just shakes out some people taking profits, maybe expecting a dip. Saw a few people shorting it, and yeah, I fully expect Bitcoin to pump, especially because there's absolute chaos going on in the US banking system once again. Last March when it happened, Bitcoin done very well. I expect there to be more chaos this March. Yeah, Alvara could do huge things. Somebody saying Alvara 500% gain in 24 hours. Potentially. Alvara will do very well. I don't know how it'll do on Uniswap, but I would expect Alvara will be launched quite widespread by the time like September, October comes round. So yeah, I think big things for Alvara. Somebody asked about Arweave. Let's have a look. Oof. Up 92% this week. So if you don't hold it, I would say you've missed the boat. But still got loads of upside to fill this wick from launch. But if it ever does, yeah, to be honest, I don't know much about this project, but yeah, it's having a huge week. So whatever it's doing well. It's broke out of this level here. This was your point to enter, was 15 right here. I even give you a little back test. So let's see on the daily. Yeah, literally broke up, had a little pullback, and then you got 2 opportunities to enter on the breakout. So yeah, if you're not in, I would say that ship has sailed. But if you are in, nice, 92% in a week. It's huge. Yeah, Gills, also the launch market cap I think is 600k, but I think that's based off the CC Pro price. I need to double check, but yeah, big things for Alvara, and big things for Antara to come as well. Let me see. I wonder if I can actually look at Antara on this. Nah. Let's pull up Antara. So this was the last seed round, and then I'll talk about Drift. So Antara obviously launched, I think we got it 12 cents a coin and launched at around 20. It's currently up at 37, so still a 3x. Obviously it peaked up here, but I think Alvara will just kind of range until more developments come out about the Hollywood film, and the game is launching soon as well. So Antara looking very nice. You can buy and sell Antara on Radium as well, because I get asked that all the time. So Drift, let me see. So Drift are currently in third round of pre-sale. $940,000 raised so far, as you can see. CC Pro representing. Drift has loads of announcements coming. They're doing IEO on CoinStore and a couple of other places in March. The TGE event is coming soon, when everybody will get their tokens, and they're launching on Bitmart. But they've also got loads going on in the background that just hasn't been announced yet. So they've got a bit of link up, pardon the pun, with the CCIP from Chainlink. So they're going to be doing work with AIM. They've also got version 2 of the game coming next week, I think. So loads of things coming from Drift. They are already past their soft cap. So basically what that means is they don't actually need to raise any more funds in order to launch. But obviously the more funds they raise, the quicker they can progress. So the pre-sale's going to stay open. IEO's launching a bit more expensive than pre-sale. And I think the IEO on CoinStore is aiming to raise 500k, maybe $1 million, can't remember. But they've got loads coming, loads of developments. I think right now they're just working behind the scenes with loads of partnerships to make sure that when it launches it's big. And you'll see that with all the early round investments. They typically go quiet for a bit, and that's them just working. So we've saw it. Antara, big build up. Launched, not really spoke too much about Antara. We've even saw it with some of the seed rounds we took part in. Swissborg, like Favor. Xborg's slightly different because they're quite loud, but like Favor, no one's heard much about Favor, but they're building in the background, and that's kind of what you want. You want them to just go and focus on actually development of the game and the product. So yeah, big things will come out about Drift in the next 7 days. TGE's scheduled for middle of March, so everybody will get their tokens very soon. No worries, Devad. Is this? DLG Gaming? I've never even heard of DLG Gaming. Yeah, not sure what it is. And Gregor, yeah, not even getting into that meme coin. Meme coins are so dangerous. So yeah, they're good. People see these massive profits. Trump coin, Biden. There's a Biden NFT collection. Pepe's done all right recently, but ultimately there's not huge amounts of liquidity behind them. So these people posting all these gains on Twitter, it's all paper gains, and actually a lot of them won't be able to get their money out at the end. So yeah, just be careful if you're trading memes. Basically, if you trade a meme or you buy a meme coin and it goes up decent, just take your profits and get out before either you get dumped on or you're left holding something that's worthless and probably won't be around in the next bull run. Yeah, exactly. The other thing with memes is, like, by the time the public or you, like, not everyone, because if you might stumble upon a unheard of meme coin, but if you find a meme coin that everybody's talking about, you're too late, because it's already up like 10,000%. That's the whole point. Somebody creates it, somebody creates a bit of hype around it, and then by the time it's mainstream, the gains have already been realised by everybody. See what the DXY is doing. DXY still holding the daily as support, so like that to break, that would also help with Bitcoin's price, and it'll all depend on what happens with liquidity in the markets in March. March is a huge month for the macro world. Dogecoin, look at this. Wow. Has Elon tweeted, or is it just breaking out? 78% move in a week for Dogecoin. And it's right at this target as well. We're just shy of it. Huge move. Huge, huge. But yeah, altcoins look very nice indeed. I wonder if HBAR's moved since we traded it. Nah, not really. But it does look like it's coiling up. So we've got that open as copy trading. As we've said before, if you're not in CC Pro, you are completely missing out. We have so many options. CC Pro Alpha, I've got another massive alternative investment coming very, very soon. Slightly different from crypto. Just gives you a bit of diversity in your portfolio. But CC Pro has everything you need to make it in the markets. We have had so many gains. Just LimeWire alone, 1300% gain. That pays for, if you put £100 into LimeWire when we invested in it, you would pay for your yearly membership and still have £100 left over. How nice is that? That's amazing. So that's the type of gains on one project, and we talk about quite a few. We've got seed rounds, which Hadera done 5x on the day. We've still got Drift and Alvara to come, plus all the seed rounds we done last year on Swissborg. Plus we've got Xborg coming in March, which CC Pro members have exclusive price benefits, shall we call it. So yeah, we have massive things to come. CC Pro, one trade will pay for your membership for a year, and there's no real excuse at this point. We've shown over the last year how many gains we can make, and you don't want to get caught out in the bull run, get caught up in the hype and miss out on life-changing gains. Bitcoin is still coiling up, but that is all for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will catch you again very soon. CC Pro members, we have loads to come this week, so we'll catch you in the chat room. See you later.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about stop, stop, stop.